Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the internet's favorite loser, signing back on once again to bring you guys another video. We're back here on Borderlands 2, and today I'm bringing you guys another ranking video. We're doing top 10 glitches in Borderlands 2. Let's get it. Number 10. Okay. For me, number 10 would have to be just something very simplistic. You can't do it on console, it's only a PC thing, and that is drop reloading, which is just basically you basically just, instead of reloading your weapon, you drop it and you pick it back up. So this is a very useful technique for multiple different reasons. You can drop reload into different techniques, such as drop reloading your Sandhawk shot, like you shoot your Sandhawk burst, and you drop your Sandhawk before the pellets hit into a Lady Fist, and then the 800% critical hit damage transfers to the Sandhawk shots that are currently in the air, which means you can do massive amount of damage, especially with a B shield. So the other cool thing, the thing that doesn't take as much skill, is to bring a flacker and an Ahab. So when you shoot the flacker, you drop the flacker, and preferably pick it up so you don't just drop it in the lava, so it looks a little bit something like that. And then the flacker shots will actually get the damage of the Ahab. Let's try to get him slagged. And then we go boop. And there you go. So you could do some insane damage with the Flacker Ahab combo, especially on Axton, because Axton buffs all the grenade damage, and it's just utter destruction. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Goomba the Warrior. Voice crack. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and Goomba the Warrior when he eventually comes back. There he is. We're going to go ahead and step on his little pinky toe. Up. And he got Goomba'd. Give me a hug, Warrior. Hug me. Hug me. Number 9. Number 9 for me would have to be... It would have to be the fake kill skill glitch that was found not too long ago. And it works with mainly two characters, which is Maya with Backdraft and our girl. Hold on. I don't remember. What is the skill that gives us the shockwave? Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm blind. My bad. It's shock and awe. So reloading your gun causes an electrical explosion, which so this kind of works like backdraft. So you can only do this with Maya and Gage, I believe. We want to call the turret over here, which every time you kill this turret, it comes back immediately. So basically, we just do something like we take a single shot weapon. Wires don't talk, and we just keep killing the turret over and over again. And you can stack this infinitely. With Maya, you can stack stuff like kinetic reflection, inertia. She becomes really powerful. With Gage, she becomes really powerful too. but mainly the movement speed. I really love the movement speed and the fact that basically, hey, we got little Eevee over here, bro. Did I already attack little sis? Well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna kill little sis anyway, I think. Does ricochet damage? Yeah. So little sis, you did. No little Eevee for me, unfortunately. But yep. But back to what we were doing. So basically, the fake kill skill works with... Basically, you gotta kill whatever you're going for with the shock and awe blast. And with Maya, you have to kill what you're going for with backdraft damage. And this works on cars. You can do this with cars, but it's much faster to do it with this turret. Just because it just instantly comes back. And it just instantly gets killed. So, as you see, our movement speed has increased significantly. So, we're going to go ahead, since I've done this, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and mess with this. Look at that. Oh, dude, that's sick. See, I normally use Gauge to do the, what is it? The no. What the? Well, I'm drawing a blank on the Easter egg. It's called... Oh, it's making me so mad that I can't think of the movie. Lord of the Rings. There you go. Dude, I was about to smack myself in the face. There you go. It's I do the Lord of the Rings Easter egg with Gauge because it's a lot of walking. But if I don't feel like setting up, I normally just use Salvador with rocket jumps and or Maya. Because basically you got to walk from Claptrap's place all the way to Iridium Blight without fast traveling or getting in a vehicle. And then you get a nice... Oh, the cool thing is, too, is you don't lose it. You don't lose the stacks even if you die. You can travel, you can... Basically, as long as you don't save and quit, the stacks are yours to keep. And it's really, really, really cool. Especially when you make long jumps like this. I'm going to show this off. Because it's really cool. Because you can just continue to stack. But eventually you will crash your game, especially on console. So this is a glitch you can do on console. And the reason I did drop reloading for number 10 is because you can't do it on console. But I really like drop reloading and the things you can do with it. But as far as doing the damage wise, you can actually do menu swapping and get the same effect, I believe, on console. So you're not, it's just not instant. Where are we? I want to fly. This is what I want to do. And before I hit the fast travel. Because I'm going to actually set up with her some more, so I want to go back to the top. Not all the way back here. Anyway, guys, that is my number 9, which is the fake kill skill glitch that was found not too long ago. That gives you permanent kill skills, but we only know how to do it on 2 characters. I only know how to do it on 2 characters, which is Maya with Backdraft, and then Gauge with Shock and Awe. So, yep, that's my number 9. So my number 8 would have to be the Digi Peak glitch. The skipping of the Digi Peak glitch. Look. Let me try that again without being stupid. The Digistruct Peak skip glitch. Hey, I can speak English. Look at that while I'm running into a wall. Yes, so this would be my number 8. I hope I'm saying these numbers correctly, because I messed up and I had to do post-editing. It was silly, because I had to re-say the numbers. But yeah, so this should be number 8. And basically with Salvador, it's pretty easy. With Zero, the double shot, 2-fang setup is pretty easy. You can do this with every character except for Krieg, and I actually have a video in depth of how to do it. So if you guys want to look on the channel, it's in my tips and tricks playlist. Basically with Salvador, it's simple. 2 bada booms plus double your fun, and you're over this little wall. And yeah, and then you can do a double grenade jump, rocket jump over here, but honestly, it's not necessary. You could just pop on a blast-proof Fable Tortoise for the extra 50% movement speed on top of. I think I messed that up. I did. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try this again, and I don't flip my mouse. That's better. Alright, that's simple. So basically with Salvador, you get the movement speed from breaking the Fable Tortoise. That's why I have a low-level Fable Tortoise. And then you get the 50% movement speed from this. And you basically just fly with the bada booms. That's the simple way to do it with Salvador. Without having to do the risky double grenade jump, which is not that hard either. But, yeah. And you can start doing this skip anywhere past OP level 3. And you basically can just instantly get through it. I'll show you that it procs the success. So then it will proc the success, right? Also, we got a Tunguska. And then there you go. So basically, after you beat Digistruct Peak 3 times, you can do this skip, pretty much go through none of it, and you can farm easy pearls from, oh my god, what the hell. So, yep, this is my number 8. Like I said, we got a Tunguska. Anyway, there you go. On the number 7. My number 7 would simply be the Master Gi Gate Kill Insta-Kill glitch. Not done that way. I'll be right back. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh. Do I just suck? What is happening? I used to do this all the time as a kid. What the fuck is going on? Will you stop? Fuck you. Oh, that's satisfying. Okay. So I forgot that you have to get him nice and tight against the gate, and then stand in front of him so he can't move. Yeah. So I completely forgot to do that. I was here for like 30 minutes trying to remember exactly how to do it. That's how little I come over here. That's how little I come over here and farm this guy. I generally do not. This guy sucks. Everybody knows it. But yep, basically all you need is some singularity grenades and or a quasar, which I have a quasar. And yeah, you just need to pull him. Stand outside the gate so you don't activate his boss fight. Pull him from the center. Takes about, once you get the spots correctly. Typically, once it hits like the dirty looking dirt, like so, at the edge of the dirty looking dirt and the cleaner dirt, you throw your first grenade, it brings them in, and then at the edge of the dirty dirt, throw another one, and then when you get here, throw one right there. Then you gotta, once you get them close enough to this ledge, you gotta throw one on the ceiling, bring them up, and then throw one right here, and then one at the gate door. So it puts his back nice and firm against the door, and then come in here and stand in front of him so he doesn't move away from the gate. That's the only thing I was forgetting to do, was stand in front of him. Anyway, insta-killing Master Gi is my number 7. Sorry that took forever. My number 6, because it's quite cool, is the duplication of the Lascaux. Basically, all you have to do when you enter this area, when you enter Frostburn Canyon, go back out to Three Horns Divide. Wait until the save state. This is how I normally do it. Just wait for the save symbol to go away. Go back into Frostburn Canyon. Wait for the save signal to go away again. Go back out. Go back out again. And just repeat this process for as many Lascaux as you want. And this is really good for when you're doing a playthrough, you know, just fresh playthrough. And you want to try to get multiple Lascaux, just maybe to sell some for extra cash. But mainly just so you can maybe get a better Lascaux. You know, a better chance at a better Lascaux with better parts. So we'll stop there, and then we'll just run. I actually lost track of how many times we did it. So then we just run to where the Lascaux is.
Hold it.
We'll go ahead and wave hello to Scorch. Now, it's going to be worth killing some of these guys, that way we're not. That way we're not getting gangbanged while I'm trying to show you guys the Lascaux. Alright. And as you can see, it has multiplied how many Lascaux are here. So, oh, we got a flying Lascaux. That's nice. So that's what I'm saying. So just do that as many times as you want, as many times as you see fit, and get yourself a good chance at a good parted, good prefix Lascaux. Anyway, that's my number 6, just because of how fun, and you can do it quite early in the early game, so it's quite useful. My number 5 would have to be Boar. And I know Boar works as intended for the most part, right? But what I'm talking about is the enemies that have multiple meshes over top of them. And you can basically bore single target, or like single enemies. Like the bunker, you can set up Boar on Hyperius, and it's just really cool. There's a lot of enemies in this game that you can use Boar against without actually setting up multiple targets being front. So, and the cool thing about Boar is it does so much damage that even a like low-level white pistol will pretty much do that. So, yeah, Boar is my number 5, especially when you can like get Vermi to spawn in the Caustic Caverns, get them to start fighting Chrysalid, and then bore Vermi with a pistol through the Chrysalid to insta-kill him. Like, that's some cool shit right there, man. So, yeah, I can't not put Boar on here. It's such a good ability that can be abused, because enemies have some enemies have multiple meshes on them. Just want to see what we get, just in case it's 94 sham, which I will never get. Doesn't look like we got yet. Can you go away? Jesus Christ, sir. Yeah. Alright, well anyway, my number 5 is Boar. My number 4 is Salvador. Salvador as a whole is a walking glitch that sometimes breaks out into a character. From his weapon merging to his unlimited money shot to his just ridiculous amount of ways. We'll just go through a couple. Offhanding, like we'll just being able to offhand crit the 800. It's just insane. All right, we're at an insane level. I've gone through a lot of Salvador's glitches on my channel if you want to look at some tips and tricks. But a couple really fun ones is just offhanding an Ahab with a flacker, and then just getting the damage, the pellets from the flacker, giving the Ahab the flacker's pellets the Ahab's damage. Basically, it's just insane. Like you can do a lot of crazy things. But really, like, just a style. Get that damage in there. Switch to exit. But yeah, you can do some insane damage. But then you could do stuff like, instead of the flacker, you can offhand, you can give the damage to the Pimpernel. Because the Pimpernel's balls will take whatever element or whatever rocket, whatever is in your right hand, basically, the pellets will become. What am I doing? And the cool thing is if you empty all of your rocket ammo, you can get unlimited money shot as well. So you can just do some crazy damage with Salvador. I really want to do the unlimited money shot, though. Depending on where you're hitting to is where the balls are gonna splash. But yeah, you can get a lot more damage if you just empty your entire rocket mag. I just didn't feel like doing that because, like I said, you can trick the game into just giving you money shot on every shot from the Pimpernel. So then you throw on a Chaotic Evil Monk and you can just shred down bosses, like, with ease. You can just destroy bosses. You can destroy raid bosses. It doesn't really matter what stands in your way. But Salvador himself is just a big walking glitch that can do some insane things. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Just accept death, okay? This one was not a very quick one. I was hoping I would get some better shots on you, but oh well. Let's do the unlimited money shot just for fun. Yep, that's my number. Salvador, my man, is my number 4. He's just a walking glitch And by the way, I left that fail in there because I thought that shit was so funny. I just blew myself up like an idiot. I just thought that was so funny. Anyway, yep, Salvador is my number 4. There's just too many glitches to cover with him. It's just, yeah, he's just a walking glitch that sometimes breaks out into a character. My number 3 would have to be one of the cooler ones, which is the Haderax instakill with Maya. Basically, you get a rebound and warder class mod. You get the toothpick and the retainer just for the movement in the writhing deep. You take a good splat gun or just whatever weapon you want to use that can slag yourself, and I'll explain how this is going to before we do this. So basically, we slag ourselves with the splat gun. We use the toothpick retainer to get to where we need to go. The beauty of this is though we use recompense. We use the warder class mod to get it up to 110% chance to hurt your attacker. You just want it at 100 at least. But and by the way, on anything other than OP10, you do not need to slag yourself. So just remember that. Slag is only necessary. Forgot to hit the button. Anyway, that hole right there is where Haderax spawns. Basically, we're just going to take ourselves over there really quickly. Might have to redo this. I was a little bit slow. But we just want to get over here, slag ourselves, stay right in the middle. Remember to do not switch back to the toothpick. It will throw you way too far. And as long as you are in the middle of his... I didn't get the slag? I didn't get the slag! No! I didn't shoot enough to slag myself! Oh, it was perfect all the way up until it was no longer perfect. I will be right back. Okay, let's try this again, but let me pay attention and make sure that I actually get the slag off. Come right over to this hole where he spawns. Make sure you're slagged. And there you go. He will be dead. Of course, you have to sacrifice some money, but you're going to get so much money and loot that it just pays for itself. So, yeah, there you have it. Then you can reap the rewards of this pretty epic... Like, he drops some good loot pretty much every time, so... I love farming old Haderax, man. Absolutely love farming old Haderax. Let's see what he dropped. Let's open the chest first.
Wow.
Got a lot of good stuff. Ooh, we got an Emperor. That is not some good stuff, but it's an Emperor and it's a legendary. Hey, we got a Bada Boom. Not bad. What is that? It's the easy mode. Yeah, easy. So yeah. Yeah, my number 10 would be my... Oh, there's a legendary. Hold up. Ooh, Logan's gun. There you go.
Nice.
Not very good. Not very good legendaries here, but... Oh, wait. Oh.
Wow.
What the... Oh, are you serious? They really gave us 2 damn Emperors? Wow, bro. They really said, here, have an Emperor. Also have an Emperor. Thanks. Thanks for that. What is there's 30,000 more Emperors down here? I've gotten some good quads and stuff from him, though. Good rustlers. Got a couple dock quads. So, yep, my number 3, I don't know what the hell I said. My number 3 is the insta-kill Compens Maya build, basically. It's just you stand in his hole, he comes out of the hole, you go into his hole, and he dies. Alrighty. So my number 2 is a classic. It's the classic loot midgets, and there's a better loot midget farm in the Fight for Sanctuary DLC. involving a porta potty and a little not doing a quest called what was it, Space Cowboy. I think as long as you don't do that, you'll get a guaranteed loot midget. Basically, you just spawn in right next to the loot midget. With the classic, with the Doctor's Orders, you have to fight all the way through Wildlife Exploration Preserve, but you can stop at the Natural Selection Annex, so your run's pretty close. You just got to do a lot of fighting. But there is a door skip that if you get pretty good at, which I am not, you don't have to actually do any of the mobbing. You just come right in here and farm. But regardless, my number 2 is the classic loot midget. Well, just loot midgets in general. You can throw in the other one from Fight for Sanctuary as well, which is technically more efficient, by the way. But yeah, so basically you just collect Doctor's Orders, and as long as you do not pick up any of these journals, you are pretty much guaranteed loot midgets to grace you, basically. Let me actually do it. Wait, what? I don't know why it switched my weapons. Well, we'll look at that. I know it's a Berserker class. Just get shit on, bro. Just sit down. Just sit down. So as long as, like I said, you don't pick up any of them, you're pretty much guaranteed 4 loot midgets every time. And this was the farm back in the day. I remember when they took this farm out, and then they had to like basically hot patch it back in because the community was so mad. Uh-oh. That's not a win. The robot's harder than the... I just can't hit crits on these guys. Stop! Why are you doing so much damage, bro? Stop! Okay. You're gonna need to go away. Fucking robot, stop smashing the ground. You're actually just super annoying. This is... Thank you. I don't even care that you dropped me a pearl. Garbage. Another human one, man. I just don't even... I don't even want to... I don't even want to... I don't even want to... I don't even want to do it. You know what? There's the loot midgets, guys. I don't care. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. Anyway, loot midgets is my number 2. Absolute classic, man. And yeah, they dropped the pearl in there and a legendary Berserker class mod. Fuck that. Fuck them. And my number 1, ladies and gentlemen, is the treasure room glitch. Basically because... Basically, when you go... As long as you don't turn in the Treasure of the Sands, and also, you don't need to... You don't even need Treasure of the Sands active, or, like, not turned in. But you'll have to fight the Leviathan over and over and over again. Basically, once you go back in here, kill yourself at the door, it'll spawn you up into the Leviathan back again because you'll be right above the save station right there, save spot. And basically just make your way back through. But what I was going to say is if you don't, as long as you don't have the mission turned in, this is the second one, by the way. But as long as you don't have this mission turned in, then you don't have to fight Lascaux, and you do not have to fight the Leviathan. But if you want to fight them again for whatever reason, turn it in. You know what I mean? I know if you want to get a greed, you can, you know, come back and get a greed if you want to. Fighting Roscoe is kind of cool because he's the only rack hive left, basically. He's the last time we ever see a rack hive. The first time you see a rack hive is in Borderlands 1, and it's an epic sight. But yeah, Roscoe is like the last of the rack hive, basically, that you see. I cannot believe we got that first try, by the way. That's insane. That's insane. So basically we just glitch onto the invisible barrier, make our way up until we can no longer go up. And then we run towards the light. Gotta be in close. Okay. Now, run towards the light until the light fades. And with our movement speed, we go ahead and jump over to the ledge. Beautifully done. Not hit any kind of death barrier. With our movement speed, we should be able to make it. And then rocket jump. Beautifully done. And the reason this is my number one is not only because it's classic for this game, but it's because it's one of the only things that bring back like that classic Borderlands 1 feel of either farming the gift shop or farming Nox's armory. And it just feels cool to come in here, get some pearls, get some legendaries. You know, they're still quite rare, so like you got to do a little bit of farming. But yeah, it's one of those things that you can come in and do. You know, if you just want to do a chill, you know, have a chill night or whatever, you just do this, and it's honestly quite fun. If we get anything in the bottom chest. It's been a long time since I've gotten anything from the bottom chest, and it will continue to be a long time. But yes, it's being able to glitch back into this treasure room, you know, and just having some fun, like good old Borderlands 1 style, will always hold a near and dear spot, or near and dear, spot in my heart, because I remember, you know, as a kid, not only farming General Nox's armory and the gift shop for hours on end, but I also remember farming this treasure room for hours on end. So once I learned that you can actually glitch back in here and just do it all you want, yeah, I instantly became my number one. Like, I love doing it then, and I still love doing it now. It brings back great memories, and it's still, like I said, great to get legendaries and pearls out of these chests. Even though pearls are not as good or as rare as they were in Borderlands 1. But, hey, it's still a great pastime. I can still farm this room for hours on end and just have fun. But anyway, guys, it's been the internet's favorite loser. You guys, let me know what your top 10 favorite glitches are in this game. I am deeply interested in hearing. Let me know some of your memories with the Borderlands series. And yeah, it's been the internet's favorite loser. Signing off. Till next time, my friends. Goodbye. And good night. Thank you for watching. Love you all.